Good morning and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a stitch. This is called the Russian snake stitch. Super beginner friendly and so much fun, and you can modify this stitch in so many different ways. Like today I'm going to be showing you on 8s and 11s, but this is what it looks like with 15s and 11s, little 3mm rounds in the center. And here's another one. This is an anklet, and then this is going to be a wrap. I want to make a long wrap because it's so dainty and beautiful, and I love the beads in the center here. So that's just another example of what you can do. You can make a wrap, you can make anklet necklace, you can do so many things with this. And not only that, you can add bicones, little rondelles, pearls, whatever you have. 3mm would look amazing in this stitch. So I will be teaching you how to do some of the work, and then we'll switch down to this one and I'll show you how to attach this beautiful little vintage button that I think looks so pretty. So we're going to grab our materials. We're going to need some size 8 seed beads, some size 11 seed beads, and just some 4mm rounds. And that's if you're doing the one with me for practice. If not, you'll need 11s and 15s. Same count and everything, so it's very easy to switch down. Then you're going to need Fireline. Today I'm using 8-pound, a size 11 beading needle, scissors, or a thread burner. And you're going to want to pull a pretty large piece of thread. I went ahead and pulled 3.5 yards for this. And we're going to begin, with 3 size 8s, 5 11s, 3 size 8s, and then 5 more 11s. And drop it down, leaving about an 8 to 10 inch tail. Just like that, so we can attach our clasp later. And then I take it and I'll pick it up and I'll wrap it around my finger like this. So my working thread's right here. My tail is right down here. I'm going to come around and I'm going to go back through all these beads, all of them. Sometimes I can get lucky and pick them all up in one shot, but sometimes no. All right, so we went through all the beads and I haven't moved my fingers yet. And then I'm going to go right back up just these 3/8, just like this. And then I'm going to pull, and you should have a shape that looks just like this. Okay, I'm going to go down on zoom. I'm going to grab my center beads so you can see them. And so we're coming out right now of this size 8. We're going to pick up a 4mm fire polish, and I always use my thread as a guide, so I know I'm going to go through these 8s in this direction. 1, 2, 3, and then pull. Make sure that bead tucks right in there and pull down. And I pull really hard on both ends. And see how pretty it looks with the bigger beads, and see how dainty it looks with the little beads. And you also move a lot quicker with the larger beads, let me tell you that. So we're exiting this stack of 8s. This is going to be our repeat pattern. We're going to pick up 5 11s, 3 size 8s, 5 more 11s. And all we're going to do is we're coming out this 8 right here. We're going to come around and go right back through these 3. And I'm trying to go nice and slow, just like that. So we have another shape like this. I'm going to line up my thread like this so I know I'm going to pick up that 8 right there. So grab a 4mm fire polish, and then we'll go right back through these 3/8 right here. Everything gets a little bit loose. Don't worry, you can always pull down just like that. Pull really hard on both ends and make sure it looks beautiful. And I absolutely love this. The colorway, it's so fall. I'm so excited fall's coming soon. Okay. Sorry, I keep getting off subject. All right, so here's our repeat pattern again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 11s, 3/8, and 5 more 11s. Okay, so my thread's coming out this 8. We're just going to come around and go right back through these 3. Now it's time to add our 4mm fire polish. So I'm going to line it up so I know I'm going to go this way, right through these 3 and out. Put my finger there to make sure it pops in and then pull down. And as you go along, it gets nice and easier to work with. Okay, so we'll just keep repeating that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3/8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more 11s. And then we're coming out of this stack right here of 8s. Come back around and go right back through these 3. This is one of those stitches that I learned as a beginner, but learned how to modify as I got better many years ago. So this is one that you can really just have so much fun with. And later on, I'm teaching you all these beginner ones because later on we're going to learn some harder things, because this makes a beautiful strap for a necklace. And so that's why I'm teaching you the beginner basic stitch, which is still absolutely stunning, I have to say. 1, 2, I'm sorry, 3, 5 11s. I get way off subject. So it's just 5 11s, 3/8, and 5 11s. Okay. And now we're coming out again, this stack. We're just going to bring it around and go right back through these 3/8. Pull. And then find where we're supposed to go. So I'll just leave my thread there like this. Pick up my 4mm fire polish and go right up through these 8s. 1, 2, 3. And pull down. And sometimes I put it on a flat surface and smush it out. Oh my goodness, I love these colors together. They're beautiful. So that's it. That's as simple as it gets. It's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then 5. Okay. So we're coming out of this 8. We're going to come back around and go right through these 3. Just like that. Pull. And then I use my thread as a guide. I've always done that. I don't know why. It's just easier for me to remember. Because I get very talkative and then I forget what I was doing. But you really can't get lost in this beautiful stitch. All right, I'll show you a couple more rounds and then I'll show you how to attach the button and the loop, because this is one of those that is so easy. This is it. It's all you have to do. 5, 3, and 5 coming out that stack. Come back around and go right back through those 3. And then I'm going to make sure it's lined up. Pick up my 4mm fire polish and go right through this way. Yes, it moves a lot quicker with the 11s and the 8s. So here's my repeat pattern. And then we're coming out there, so we're just going to come back around and go through here. Pick up our beautiful fire polish bead. And then run right up. And I am going to finish this one. I do love it very, very much. It's just not on camera because it's so repetitive. And so there you go. That's all you need to know. Since it's so dainty, I wanted to pick a very, very small, lightweight button. So I went into my stash of vintage buttons and found this beautiful one right here. And it matches the little tiny 15s. So all I'm going to do, I have it to length. If I can thread the needle here, let's see. Okay. So here's my color. All we're doing is I'm coming out that stack of 11s, which are 8s right here. So I'm going to pick up just 1, 2, 3, then my shank, and then 3 more. And then all I'm going to do is run back down through these 3 and then all 5 of these tiny little 15s. Just like that. I want to make a turn, so I'm just going to go right back up these 3. I just want to do this very gently. We're just reinforcing, so I'm going to go through that little 3mm round. You don't want to pull and crank because this is a very delicate piece, but you still have to reinforce. So we're going to go through all these beads back through the button and then back down. And then I'll show you, excuse me, sorry about that. I'll show you where to throw in some knots. So we're going to go down into the work again through the 11s and the 15s. And then I want to throw a knot. I'll show you where. So I just wove away from that area and I'm going to pick up these 11s right here. And right in this thread space, this is where I'm going to grab very carefully that thread space and throw a couple knots in right here. I don't want to crank too hard because it will distort the whole pattern, but you have to make sure you have it nice and secure in there. Okay, and then we'll weave away from that area. Weave up. And then I'm going to weave through that middle round and burn my thread. We're done. Oh, this is such a nice, easy one compared to the ones I've been doing lately. And now we're just flipping to the other side, attaching a needle, and we're going to make a loop to go around our beautiful button. I'm having major problems seeing that needle hole there. I'm going to need a few more. Okay, so this is tiny, so I'm just going to guess 20, and we'll test it. Okay, and how I test it is I'm just going to go right back down. See how I'm exiting those 3? Just go down those 3 11s, and I just want to test this fit. All right, and let's see how it... I'm going to pull down a little tighter. I just want to make sure It's not too tight, so this is exactly how I test fit. And it's actually perfect. So 20 did the trick. And again, you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to weave down these 15s, just weaving over, hiding the thread. So back up these 3 11s through that little round. Back up through these 3 right here, and then right into the loop and all the way around this loop. Okay, and again, here we are at the bottom of the loop. So we're just going to go straight down these 11s and those 15s, like that. And then I'm going to actually go and weave this way through these 3 11s and then back through these 5. So I'm just weaving away from that area. Right here, I'm going to run down these 3 11s, and this is where I'm going to put 2 knots. So I'm going to pick up this thread space right here. And before I pull, I put my needle in and carefully pop 2 knots right in there. There we go. And then we're going to weave down. And then I'm going to just weave up and burn. So I went down the 15s and then up 3, and we burn, and we're done. And that is it. That is how simple and beautiful and easy this is. And I'm going to flatten it all out for you and show you how beautiful it looks. This is one of those stitches that are just absolutely beautiful. So that's what it looks like. The beautiful button. And here's the bigger one, which I'm going to finish in a few minutes. And I will post pictures of the wrap as well when I finish that, which shouldn't take me too much longer because once you get rolling on this, it's just so much fun. So I really hope you enjoyed today's short but really cool video. I hope you guys enjoy this stitch. Have fun and experiment with color and just have a good time. Make yourself something beautiful. Okay, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.